Why does the DCC brand stick out? I think it's accessibility, whether it's handlebars, gaskets, seals, everything in between, all the way down to t-shirts, that are just plain cool. We've made that product available to anyone in the world, really. And I think that as cafe culture has kind of picked up and started to move quickly, there's been a problem with that accessibility. And I'd like to think that we've kind of helped fill that niche and create that differentiator for ourselves. We don't want to be guys in the marketplace that try and sell a bike for an obnoxious amount of money, because that's not what cafe culture is about. Cafe culture is about taking what you have and making it into the most with limited resources.
My name is Jason Paul Michaels. I am one of the co-owners of Dime City Cycles. I'm the other nickel to the dime. 4 years ago, we started Dime City Cycles, and now I would like to consider myself just a guy trying to help other guys build cool bikes.
A cafe bike, in my opinion, they were erected back in the mid-50s, early 50s in England. Guys were buying stock motorcycles. They had a need to go fast. And the only way to make them go fast was to do some customization, and what became of that, essentially was just a stripped down naked bike with the bare minimal. It's evolved to where today you take a bike and you're making it your own. You're making it more than a cafe racer. You're doing a custom build, which appeals to a very broad spectrum of people. Our customer base, we've seen it all. A lot of women are getting into the sport. It's across the board. Guys that are starting out in this, they pick up the phone, they call us, and I get to talk to those guys, and at the end of the conversation, they're ecstatic. Some guys will pick up a paintbrush and paint. Some will pick up a camera and take photos. I pick up a hammer or a wrench, and that's my craft. This is the beautiful thing, dude, about Dime City Cycles, is when shit like this happens, all we got to do is run across the street and go pull one off the shelf.
I'm Herm Narciso. I'm one of the owners at Dime City Cycles. I don't really have a job title. I have all the job titles, I guess.
Our mainstay is continuing to innovate, whether it be developing new products or making more products accessible for other people. The importance of DCC is that we're kind of ushering in that next generation motorcyclist and custom garage builder, because we speak to the DIY mentality. Get out there, do it yourself. Yeah, you can come here, go there, pay somebody to do it, but don't you really want to dig into it? Don't you really want to understand the soul of it? That in itself will continue to keep culture alive and grow and evolve.
We don't sell motorcycles to customers. We sell a lot of parts. That's the core of our business. The economy, being where it is today, has helped us in that market. They go buy a bike for $200 or $300 at a junkyard, barn find, whatever it is. Then they get a budget set, spend $1,000, $2,000 and buy parts and fix this thing up. Now, once you're done, you've got a bike that runs, right? And you're no longer having to fill your car tank full of fuel. You can take this thing back and forth to work every day. Month over month, we continue to grow the business. We continue to grow our product lines and our offerings. We're continuing to see sustained growth. That's huge for any startup business.
When Herm and I first started this business, what we thought would be cool would be, hey look, why don't we bring some parts in for ourselves and maybe help some of our friends. And it went from 2 inventory shelves to 42 inventory shelves in a very short amount of time.
With motorcycles, you have a great opportunity to inspire through imagery.
You sit there and you stare at something, you envision it, you think about it, you start doing it, and a day later, for us sometimes it's a month later, that piece that was just a raw piece of metal or aluminum, whatever the case may be, is now a shaped and formed, polished piece of metal, and it's on that motorcycle, and you made it.
We live in a society today where everybody's trying to tell you what to do. They're trying to tell you how to live your life, what not to do, what's dangerous, what's not dangerous, how things are supposed to look, how things are supposed to act, how things are supposed to be. And you know, when we're in that shop and we're building stuff or we're testing a bike, Herm rips off out of here at 100 miles an hour with no helmet on and a cigar hanging out of his mouth. You know, it's like, it's freedom, man. You know, that's what Dime City is in my mind. It's freedom.